Bang, and that means that work is just starting for this hunter. His nightly mission? Nguyen Tak Quang and his assistant hit the streets in search of the repulsive rodents. The rain doesn't stop Nguyen from sniffing out these elusive creatures in every nook and cranny of the city. Nguyen is a veteran rat hunter in Din Bang. Armed with simple tools, he easily catches 40 rats a night. And that's a feat, considering that the small mammal is quite agile. Nguyen has embraced this dirty job and become the unofficial pest controller of his hometown, striking fear in every passage of the underworld. The flash from his light disorientates the rat, and there's only one way the animal can go. And that means payday to this rodent hunter. Nguyen's line of work has become so popular, customers have to place orders a few days in advance. And an increased taste for rat meat has driven prices up to just under $1 a pound. Rat hunters scour the streets at night, seemingly unfazed by the lurking danger of disease for both the hunter and the consumer. Continued contact with the rodents can have serious health ramifications. Researchers have been studying the effects of rat toxins on humans for decades. Professor Gopala Krishnakone is an expert on poisonous toxins and venoms.
So leptospirosis is an infection commonly spread by rats. So in countries in the Southeast Asian region, these parasites are excreted by these rats in their urine. When the rain comes, these bacteria will spread with the water. And when the water containing this organism, leptospirosis, come in contact with your skin, the organism penetrates through the skin and goes into the circulation and will produce high fever, severe muscle pain, and that is known as leptospirosis.
Every year, tens of thousands of people are infected with leptospirosis, which may lead to liver and kidney failure and even death. But here in Vietnam's Mekong Delta, the risk of disease has not deterred people from eating these animals. It's estimated that more than 3,000 tons of rat are consumed by the Vietnamese every year. What once was considered a pest is now a diet staple for some, especially those living in rural areas. As a result, rat hunting can be a lucrative job. Despite the risks of disease and infection, Nguyen avidly hunts the nocturnal animals, catching about 20 pounds of rat a night.
Rats are important to our family. We do our best to catch them. If I catch rats in the day, I could only earn $5.50 a day. But if I catch rats at night, I could earn $28 to $34.
But not everyone has the stomach for this line of work. Rat bites are a common occupational hazard that Nguyen has learned about the hard way.
The rat's teeth sank in from this part of my finger to this part.
If any wild animal bites you, then there could be infections from the mouth, salivary secretion. There could be bacteria, there could be virus. Sometimes the wild animals may be rabbit. That is a way they might be having infection, rabies. So they had to be very, very careful in handling any wild animals, including rats.
Preparing the rodents for market is a hands-on job. He dips them in a bucket of hot water to clean and prepare them for skinning.
By soaking the rats in hot water, the fur comes up. If we clean the rat properly, they can be sold for $3 for about 2 pounds.
Patches of fur come off like old paint as Nguyen gives the rat a good scrub.
It becomes clean and white. Customers will only know that it is rat meat when we tell them.
The lighter the color, the bigger the belly, the more expensive the rat. Most importantly, the animal's intestines, throat glands, and genitals must be removed. If left unchecked, the bacteria in these parts can make you very sick, and they stink, big time. So Nguyen's litmus test is this. If his customers can't smell the rat, it should be safe to eat, and they'll come back for more. With no official authority here in Vietnam regulating the meat market, the health of the consumers is in the hands of the rat hunter. And hunters like Nguyen have no precise method of telling if their meat is free of contamination before sending it out to market.
If they don't cook it properly, if they eat it fresh, or if they have after hunting or gathering, if they keep it outside for a long time, if the animal is dead for a long time, then it could be poisonous because of contamination with bacteria.
Health concerns aside, if you prepare it well, rat can taste pretty darn good. Nguyen's recipe calls for boiling the rats for 10 minutes and then soaking them in cold water for a final thorough cleaning. Then they're boiled again. A little ginger, spring onions, and monosodium glutamate are added to the broth to enhance the sweetness of the meat. At last, the meat is placed on a bed of leaves for a colorful dinner presentation. Traditional rat recipes date back hundreds, if not thousands of years. Farmers have been battling with and eating these pests for generations. Most often today, rats are boiled and served simply with salt and lime, giving them a flavor profile typical of local Vietnamese dishes. These days, rats are not just an alternative meat source for the poor, but a highly sought-after delicacy.
The smell is nice and the taste is nice. It tastes like chicken, even better than chicken.
In this part of Asia, the rat's rising popularity as a gourmet meal may soon override its traditional notoriety as a major and sometimes even deadly pest. I hate to admit it, but rat has never been at the top of my must-try list. But occasionally I've been pleasantly surprised, like the time I was in Uganda and I tried sugarcane rat. And it's a big rodent, the meat is very sweet, it's white, it's toothy, it tastes like pork shoulder, maybe even a little better. Coming up, watch out for this crafty creature.